One more wrap up. Brandon Dennison will wrap the day, not just our panel, and was also on our planning committee. Thank you, Brandon.
That's the first thing I want to do. The planning committee's on the back of your brochure. The work for this began literally months ago, and the whole committee worked really, really hard. But in particular, Donna, Jen, Canyon, where's Canyon, and Katie in the back never missed a call week after week and just stayed on top of us to pull this off. And so thank you for just an amazing job well done. This keeps growing, so we are going to have a 7th annual Focus Forward next year, and we are going to focus on healthcare for that. So this final panel, which was just mind-blowing in the most inspiring possible way, really tees up a deeper dive on healthcare for the 7th annual Focus Forward. So stay tuned for details on that, but it's definitely going to be happening. The last thing we want to emphasize as a planning committee, it's very genuine that we take the input of the audience and incorporate that into future planning. And even throughout the day in real time, we've been looking at the polls to stay relevant to what you and the audience are most interested in. Earlier in the day, we did a survey about what folks were concerned about. False information ranked first, cyber attacks ranked second, ethical concerns ranked third. After that, we did a survey on what about generative AI is most exciting. The top-ranking response was the ability to get work done more efficiently. Second was to bolster innovation and productivity. And third was to solve world problems. So now, if the tech folks in the back are ready, we have a final word cloud that's going to summarize and illustrate what is on folks' minds. We'll look at this in real time, and as we conclude, we'll see what everybody's walking away with. So far, exciting is a really big one. Innovation, that makes sense. You know, as these come in, this morning, Kimberly from AWS kicked us off talking about our digital destiny and how some of that destiny we don't choose, but some of that destiny we can affect. A $4 trillion increase in global GDP is AWS's assessment of the impact of generative AI. $4 trillion impact on global GDP. Senator Capito talked to us about digital equity, especially affecting rural communities. Just in West Virginia, still 270,000 households without access to broadband internet. We've got a lot of work to do. We talked about digital ID, incredible panel with Sarah Biller. 3 billion people worldwide do not have access to that global economy, to that $4 trillion increase in global GDP because there's a lack of a safe digital ID. We've got a lot of work to do. Gail grounded us in our culture and history and heritage as Appalachian pioneers, absolutely inspiring. We appreciate it. Senator Manchin really spoke from the heart. I don't think I'll ever forget that, seeing him at this podium and reflecting on a career of public service, taking us into the SCIF below the Capitol and reflecting on cybersecurity concerns, especially as it affects our energy sector. I thought that was a profoundly important point, but also just sharing from the heart what it's meant to be a public servant for decades. Just a remarkable moment. We talked about generative AI in education. Jen, a wonderful panel, and really distinguishing between the fact-based education of the past and the developmental, creative education of the future. Who would have thought the first mention of the humanities and the creative arts today came from the representative of IBM, saying what we're really looking for is creativity and ability to communicate and ability to ideate and problem solve on teams. Cybersecurity, truly, we saw on this stage West Virginia emerging as a global center of excellence in cybersecurity, keeping our communities and our schools and our companies and our institutions safe. Gives me chills to see that. And I keep hearing General Hoyer's words, activate the network. When we don't know what to do, when we have times of uncertainty, when we're under threat, what do? We activate the network. And that's what Focus Forward is about. We are the network, all 600 of us here in this room. And then finally, Dr. Razai, our President Gee, President Smith, bringing us home so strong, that spirit of collaboration, of Universities United, of innovation, We talk about how can technology not just increase productivity, but improve the quality of life. This was a theme throughout the day. We don't just need more. How could it improve the quality of our life? Emphatically, you have answered that question with profound examples of what that looks like, technology to improve the quality of our life. It's absolutely inspiring, and it sets up our focus next year on healthcare. So inspiring is really big, transformational, diversity, entrepreneurial, humanity, let's go, I like that, brilliant, community, equitable. What I see in the word cloud is a sense of optimism, that we have our fears, we have our concerns, the challenges are real, but I think we're optimistic that as we activate this West Virginia network, we can seize the day and our quality of life can be all the better for it. So with that, I think the message is not just how do we leverage generative AI, how do we leverage technology, but how do we use those tools to become better human beings ourselves? And I feel hopeful that we can do it. I thank Donna and the team for just making this happen. And Donna's got a little bit of housekeeping, and we'll wrap up right on time. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Brandon for that. This is the first time I've had an opportunity to work with him, and 2 members of my family all the time said he was a rock star, and now I get to know why. Thank you very much for that and all that you helped us with. This has been amazing, and once again, thanks to the Benedum Foundation and our planning committee, but thanks to all of you, because you've been the best crowd, the best audience that I've ever been in front of. Not only were you engaged and polite, and I have never seen a group that comes back right on time. That's amazing. Still amazes me as a 4th grade teacher. But I know that the conversations have been valuable. I know that everybody here has found somebody to network with that can help push them forward, and that's what means a lot to us. That's what we planned. We looked over all 560 of your names over and over again and thought about what would engage them, what would help them move forward in their work or lives. And I think the panels did a great job at doing that.